And the halberds are an interesting weapon class where they have separate animations between whiffing and hitting. So if you just see me do it right here, you see me sort of stagger and get sort of in a bit of a stun lock, and you think, well, that sucks, why would I do that? But if you hit an enemy, that whole stagger animation doesn't exist, and you can actually follow up with another attack. That one. So halberds are sort of deceptive in that way, in that if you just sort of practice them against the air, they look terrible, but in reality, they're very good for just playing the game normally.
I concur.
Not quite as much in PvP, just because they are slow compared to most PvP weapons, and their moveset isn't very robust.
But for PvE, they're pretty great.
Yeah, for PvE, they're really all you're gonna need.
So here, there's two. Do you want to do Havel first, or?
No, we'll do the Hydra first.
So here to the left is going to be this huge Hydra that shoots magic beam attacks at you. So what you want to do is you can kill these crystal golems first, or you can actually have the Hydra attack you and have them follow you in the wake of it, and they'll get hit by the Hydra attacks. That's another way to kill them easily, if you don't have great weapons. But once they're out of the way, you basically need to run to the water as fast as you can to get to where the Hydra is and kill it. Because if you stay out, its magic attacks will just kill you. But first you want to get rid of these crystal golems, which again are another trace of Seath the Scaleless influence upon the Darkroot Basin.
Indeed. And the Hydra, being sort of semi-draconic, is another indication that there be dragons aboot.
And the other thing is there's another Hydra down under Ash Lake, which also leads to a lot of conjecture of what Seath did there.
Well, I don't think Seath knows about Ash Lake.
Well, I read online a thing about he put the Hydra there.
Well, but there's an everlasting dragon there. I don't feel like he'd let an everlasting dragon live if he knew about it.
But he may have not known about the dragon being there. I mean, I didn't write this. I'm just saying that is a theory.
I think that Hydras are attracted to dragons, and that a Hydra being here indicates that a dragon like Seath has been here, and the Hydra in Ash Lake is an indication that, you know, the everlasting dragon is there.
Right, but I'm just saying another theory is that the Hydras are creations of Seath, and that he put one into Ash Lake as kind of like to guard it, but that the everlasting dragon was either born after or stays hidden, is another theory that's out there. Again, a lot of this is not known because the game is very cryptic.
Alright, and then you saw me put on the Rusted Iron Ring, which lets you move normally in water, so that when I fight the Hydra, I'm not slowed because I'm in the water. And then I'm also wearing our good friend, the Wolf Ring from Artorias, which boosts your poise, which is a stat that the effect of it is sort of hidden, but when you have poise, if an enemy hits you while you're attacking, they have to break through your poise in order to sort of knock you out of your attack. And it's sort of like a build-up meter, sort of like poison or bleed or one of the other. Oh, shit.
Yeah, again, you've got to be really careful about these magic attacks.
Sure wasn't.
Yeah, that'll happen. You should not equip the halberd and have your shield up as you run forward.
Yeah, I should, or I should have dodged there.
Well, I always just run with my shield up. But yeah, you gotta watch out for those, but the trick is to run past them, and then when you're at the Hydra, you can hit it.
Yep.
So as you just saw, Deprava is not infallible.
Nope.
He can die to a Hydra just like anyone else.
Mostly not very good. But also, again, why I like the Crest Shield is that if I bothered to use my shield, the Hydra's attacks are magic, so that it would block 80% of the Hydra's.
Another good option is a Caduceus round shield, which blocks 65%.
Which, again, not as good, but...
Yeah, but it's still a good option, you know. It's just, some people say tomato, some people say tomato.
You toe that line.
That's the best thing I know how to do. The thing I know how to do best.
Holy shit. Did not expect him to do that. Oh, hi there. Yeah, 2 hits, no problem. Oh, and then these guys drop blue chunks. Blue chunks...
Blue things are for magic weapons.
Yes.
And magic weapons scale off of an intellect.
And see, that one got killed by the Hydra's attack.
So if you're like a magician or a sorcerer with high intelligence builds, you want magic weapons.
Except you can get the Seath tail weapon, which nullifies them all because it's the best.
Well, right, but until then, you can get a magic weapon.
Yeah.
You just have all the answers, don't you?
I try to.
With all your hidden bonfires that you know of.
God damn. Ugh, I really don't care for either of the Hydras in this game.
The other one actually isn't so bad.
I don't know. I think the other one's a pain in the ass, too.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's just a straight shot, like you just run at it. There's no trees or golems in the way.
No, but there's... It's hard to get the positioning. And
Oh,
that
in the
just
water,
went,
you mean?
That just went through the shield.
Well, it kind of hit you from the
Yep,
side.
then I'm dead again.
Well,
This is like the first time in 10 playthroughs where I've died approaching the stupid Hydra.
you just gotta practice it.
I know.
Just drop all your gear and get super speed and just sprint.
I mean, that's what I'd prefer. I'm still too heavy. Still too heavy.
Just use the
Still
right
too heavy.
use the right directional button to get rid of the halberd. Does that not make you lighter?
No, because you're still holding it.
Okay.
It's still equipped even if it's not out. Okay, well, if it's not
Use
gonna
the Drake
matter-
sword.
Whatever, I'll just be more careful.
So now we'll make our way back to...
Indeed, and we have to kill these golems again.
Because that's the beautiful thing about this game is... non-boss people come back. And some
Ooh.
of you may ask, well, why do crystal golems signify that Seath was here? Is anything really crystal-like is from Seath, basically.
Well, he created them.
He sought immortality because he was an imperfect dragon, not having scales, and also lacking immortality. Not clear whether it's because of the scales or not. It probably is, but anyway, for whatever reason, he lacked scales and was not immortal, so he sought to, I guess, synthesize immortality, and he found out about a primordial crystal that would grant eternal life. And so any kind of crystal-based magic is really from him.
Well, and he stole the crystal from the dragons. The other everlasting dragons. Whoa, hi there. That Hydra's leading his shots.
He's gotten used to you now.
And then he killed the other one for me.
Yeah, so that's nice. Alright, so let's try this again.
Yeah, one more time. There we go. And then once you get about here, all of his shots go over your head, and it's not a big deal.
Right. So see, that wasn't so bad at all. Now off to the right is some more gear, which is good, but...
Whoa, and then I'm fucked.
Yeah, if it's your first playthrough, it's a better idea just to try to kill the Hydra before you even go get it, just because it can be tricky. I mean, it's not a problem now, but just FYI. So now that you're close, the Hydra tries to attack you with its myriad heads, and you just have to keep hacking at them until they're all gone and it dies. It's that simple.
And of course, the halberd kills one head per swipe.
If you don't have the halberd, you just have to keep hacking and then it'll die eventually. It can get tricky because once you kill all the heads, a lot of times they'll stick into the ground far away from you, and it's just kind of annoying.
There's one head that's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a weapon with long reach like a spear or a halberd, it can just get annoying, but you just gotta stick with it and get them all.
And then also right here, edge of the water. If you go any further than about here, you die.
Yeah, you can sort of see the edge if you know it's there.
Yeah, but it's kind of dark and murky.
Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see messages written, and that can clue you in as to like where the edge is, because sometimes other players will leave tips.
I got the annoying one. Nope, not gonna get that. Whoa, that frame rate.
Yeah, so you just gotta be patient.
And then he dies, and you get a scale and the Dusk crown ring.
Now you'll see a waterfall. There's a ladder up that leads back to Darkroot Garden, but if you keep going past it, you will see a golden golem. And why is it gold? Because it's not a normal crystal golem, it's special.
This ladder leads up to the back entrance into the Darkroot Garden, or Darkroot Forest, bypassing the need to buy the key from Andre, which saves you a lot, because he charges 20,000 souls for that key.
Well, at this point, I mean, late in the game, 20,000 souls.
Yeah, I know. But...
chump change.
Alright, and so here is where the golden golem should be, but he's not because you have to exit and restart the game.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in the game where you have to exit and come back in order for them to show up after the triggering event. I think it's really that once you leave the area and come back, the golden golem respawns, or after you rest at a bonfire.
It's easy just to restart the game. Plus, you're right there when you come back in.
The Ravager.
Oh, I thought it was the Brutalizer.
Nope.
Look at all your Roman names. Sinilla.
Alright, then here we go.
There it is.
Yep. And then the golden golem does have more hit points.
Yeah. His attacks are basically the same, but his just kind of takes a little longer to kill.
I think he has a couple of other attacks.
But once you kill him, you free the soul of Princess Dusk, who was trapped inside there by Seath. There she is. Lovely young lady. And she was the princess of Ulasil.
I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here long.
And we'll learn more about her later in the DLC.
Allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee? My heartfelt thanks.
And you can buy spells from her, mostly spells dealing with invisibility and the like, because that seems to have been the trademark of Ulasil.
Yeah. Ulasil magic is a lot about illusion and deception and not offensive at all.
And you can also get gear from her. Her crown especially is really good for a sorcerer.
Yeah, her crown is one of the strongest sorcerer headpieces in the game.
So we don't really need it, but just FYI, if you're in a sorcerer build, you definitely want to buy that crown.
Yep. Well, you don't buy it. Actually, after you talk to her up here and summon her from her summer sign, all of her gear appears on a corpse back where we fought the golden golem.
But you can buy... I think you can buy a catalyst and a ring or something from her.
You can buy the catalyst and all of the sorcery.
And here she is.
am Dusk. It is an honor. I shall follow that.
And also, I think if you talk to her, she has some little stock phrases about her past.
And she teaches you the proper bow.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken, and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Ulysses differ from the magic of thy name. It is difficult to explain. Thine sorceries are more. Does thou not find some
Anyway, so yes, we can get Hidden Body, which makes you semi-invisible. Cast Light, which is
Reveals hidden walls and illusions.
Yeah, Repair, which is self-explanatory. Chameleon, which makes you resemble an object native to the area that you're currently in. It's really a PvP-only spell, and is mostly used to sort of troll people.
Actually, most of these spells aren't really that great.
I mean, Cast Light is really useful. And Hidden Body is really useful. Hidden Body and Cast Light are good ones.
The only good ones, really.
Yeah.
But if you're a sorcerer, I mean, you end up buying all the spells anyway, because why not?
And then, I don't know, do we want Hidden Body and Cast Light?
No.
Okay.
I mean, are we going to get intelligence?
I don't know. Often I'll get enough to cast just those 2 spells.
But I mean, Cast Light you don't really need once you get the maggot headpiece.
I never get that.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever gotten it.
Well, if you do, it's a free Cast Light.
I just use the either the Skull Lantern or Cast Light. And usually Cast Light.
And now I'm going to take a quick detour. We turned left when we first came through here to go to the lake. If you go straight up, you'll see we're back under the battlements of Undead Burg.
Yeah.
And the key that the stone blacksmith had opens this door.
Yep, and then there's the Burg, there's the Drake Bridge, and there's the parish again. And yes, so again, circular and vertical, we fought the butterfly, and then we're circling all the way back around to here, where, what could be in here? Oh shit!
It's Havel the Rock, or one of his followers.
Yep.
And this guy's actually, if you're new to the game, he's really hard, because he basically insta-kills you.
Yeah.
If you're not new to the game, he's easy because he moves really slowly.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't move slowly, his attack are slow.
His attack is very slow. He's very slow because he's in heavy armor. But again, as I think I mentioned early on with the undead dragon, NPCs don't scale their damage, so he can one-shot you for a very long time. And that's Havel's Ring, which is a very useful ring.
Yeah, especially for knight and warriors who get armor, like heavy builds, the Havel Ring halves the weight of your... Is it half?
No, it increases the amount that you can carry by 50%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now... Oh god, we're still overweight.
Because it's really stupidly set up so that you can never have armor.
There we go. That's the good stuff.
So now the Ravager can roll to victory.
Yes. But yeah, and
You're not going to go get the wood grain ring?
Not right now, plus it's been nerfed.
It was nerfed, but it's still somewhat useful.
Also, I mean, like, I can't get it now. It's behind the,
Why can't you get it now?
Because it's behind the door to Andre.
But I mean, you can go around.
Well, yeah, but I don't need it now.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever worn it after the nerf.
Well, there was a ring that is nerfed, but used to be really good that we'll get at a later part of the garden. We'll do later.
Yeah.
So now we're going back to the next area, which is the Lower Undead Burg.
Yeah, and so if you follow the route that I've taken, it spits you back out here, and you cross the bridge, and you are right back at the basement.
And if you remember, we got that key from whichever boss we did that had the basement key. Was that the gargoyles?
No, it's right. It's the key. It's right at the portcullis going into the church.
Ah, right. And so that is the basement key, which we just used now. And these are all things that as you play, you'll notice earlier that that door was locked, and so that's how you figure these things
Yep,
out.
and so now we're down below, and everything we did before was up above. And if we follow these stairs...
Right.
Whoa,
You can
why
unlock
is-
the shortcut back.
Why is this... Oh, we're getting invaded. Anyway, yeah, so I unlocked the shortcut, and that leads back to the very first bonfire in the Burg.
Right. But for now, we've got to deal with an invader.
Yep.
I hope the Ravager can handle this. She doesn't have the best PV. Oh, summon help! Summon help!
Nope, it
Let's do-
vanished.
With that halberd, you may not be in the best spot.
Nope, probably not. Oh god, I hate these. I hate demon dogs. I hate demon dogs in every game ever.
What about Resident Evil?
I hate those demon dogs too.
Well, that's because the game doesn't let you aim.
No. No, it lets you aim, just not... You just have to adjust for up or down. And for movement in general.
It doesn't let you. I've played those games. They don't let you. Whoever designed that control scheme is a criminal.
Alright, maybe I'll get through this. I'm gonna go with probably not.
Well, the dude might leave if he grows bored.
I don't know why it's locking me out. Like, is he going to invade? Am I gonna get... Am I gonna get... What's their buckets? Gravelord invaded? I don't know.
The buckets?
Yeah, the buckets. Anyway, here is...
Now, once you go down the stairs, if you go immediately to the right, you can use the key that Vendor had in the way beginning in Undead Burg, and you'll free this little magician man who sells you sorceries.
Yep,
And
Griggs
so he's
of
very
Vinheim.
useful. So he's very useful for sorcerers. And Vinheim is sort of the sorcery capital of this world.
Much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Yeah, and Griggs actually...
Oh, hello.
Oop.
I have my source. Besides, I have...
Yeah, he will return to Firelink Shrine and will meet you there and sell you sorceries, but he's actually one of the few who, once he gets to Firelink Shrine, actually has another step to his quest. If you buy all of his sorceries and all of the sorceries for Big Hat Logan, Griggs will decide that he wants to take on Sen's Fortress, and so he will go to Sen's Fortress, and you can meet him there. But he failed in his travel through Sen's Fortress, and you will meet him there as a Hollow, who will attack you. So he's one of the few NPCs who, once they get to Firelink Shrine, his story sort of continues.
Well, the Black Swamp guy also turns hollow. Right?
Does he?
Or why does he attack you in the swamp? Is he not hollow?
He doesn't. Who attacks you in the... What are you talking about, who attacks you in the swamp?
If you go back to Blight Town, the Pyromancer guy will attack you.
Really?
Yeah, later in the game.
Like later in the game?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's hollow or if he just doesn't like you for whatever reason. Oh, there's the Dark Spirit.
Where?
Has invaded.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to kill these fucking skeletons.
It's Dark Spirit Axle to Axle to Axle. Just get the items, you don't have to come back here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Oh, clever girl.
Clever girl. Oh, he's got... and you can tell that he has a lightning weapon because it has lightning glowing around
Yeah,
it.
well no, he put pine resin on it. Actual elemental weapons don't have anything that come off of them. He just had a gold
That
pine
was,
resin.
Yeah, on his... one of the two samurai, but I don't know if it's Yaito or what.
I mean, whatever.
So that happens in the game a lot.
It happens. It especially happens when people make you stay human.
I don't know who that would be.
This is why I never am human ever.
I don't know who made that rule.
Which I guess I have to go back and be human now.
I mean, you can go human at a bonfire that's more convenient for the lower Undead Burg.
We might as well do it now. We're gonna be playing it right.
Now, Lower Undeadburg, as we learned through item descriptions earlier, is run by the Capra Demon, who was a demon from the ruins of Izalith and the demon ruins who made his way down to that lower area.
Yeah, I mean, we already fought the Taurus demon up at the top of the Burg, and now in the Lower Burg there's a Capra demon. So again, it's just, you know, more hints that the demons, whatever they are coming from somewhere below the Burg. And as we learn, they're coming from out of the depths, out of Blighttown, out of Izalith.